Welcome back, everybody, to part two of the lapidary and rock auction items. I'm going to start here with the slabs for more people that are interested in that part, and then I'll switch over to taking a look at the jewelry items and the other lapidary items that I got as well. I was kind of surprised when I got everything home, just how not realizing how much of it that I got, and when there's kind of multiples of the same type of material like this, I'll probably kind of only show one of the pieces and maybe just kind of that I got additional ones. But I'll have to look through some of these and see maybe just which ones are better. As you can see, kind of even looking there, just how much different variation there are in the different pieces, even though it's the same material. See on some of these here, they're a little more predominantly reds, and some are more the lighter colors. I think that's just the kind of the larger halves of that same piece. So it looks like in this box that they just kind of kept that material together as opposed to spreading it out amongst boxes. Looks like he must have found something over here in kind of the one corner that he ended up using to cab. Should have washed these last night as well. That almost reminds me of some of the ruby and fuchsite that I've seen, but like I said, I don't know what most of this is, so just kind of saying what it looks like or what it reminds me of as opposed to what it actually is. Kind of two pieces of this here. Some kind of really light brecciated piece here. It's pretty small, but it might be interesting to see what I can do with the real thin piece. Kind of looks like maybe of an eighth of an inch. Maybe we'll find out it's those small narrow pieces like that they use when they're making some of those earring stud cabs. As you can see there, Jasper. Doesn't say what kind it is or where it is, but like I said earlier on in the other video, I don't know how old some of these prices are that are marked on the slabs. Looks like that's a cab that was made out of the pieces, if you remember from the first video or the earlier in the rough of the piece that I was just able to kind of snap into with my hands. It's kind of more of this stuff. As you can see there, chocolate rock. Kind of looks like it's a perhaps aptly named material. A little tiger iron. That'll be some really pretty stuff, and you can kind of see the colors in that thing. I'm kind of surprised at this. I didn't, when these were in the box, it was in the box with some other dop sticks and a bunch of other things, so I didn't look through everything, at least individual slabs that were in there. So I'm kind of seeing these for some of these for the first time, especially wet. Australian tiger eye. That's some nice stuff. Probably get a couple of these pieces that probably are worth what the whole box was paid. It's nice because I probably paid a little bit more for some of these others than some of the other rough boxes that you were seeing. They were, I think the one guy had kind of gone away at the end, so I was getting a lot of the other boxes that I showed earlier for $2 to $5. So I'm not really too disappointed that a lot of them just turned out to be more rock garden type of materials. And Karen, if you're watching in here, you'll have to comment to let me know that you actually seen or heard this comment. But I was thinking of you as I was walking all these little flats to the car, wondering how much additional storage I was going to need for this stuff. Sometimes it's fun. I think this guy, as you'll see later on when I show, but there's a lot of like belt buckle and bolo type of making supplies that he had. So I assume on some of this that may be one of the standard sizes that he used to probably do a belt buckle or one of the others. So sometimes it's fun to because I'm not the greatest at picking out shapes and where to take a cab out of a slice. So sometimes I just go by what a previous person had marked on a slab that I've gotten and just kind of go with it. Sometimes it also helps me get in practice on being able to try to cut a stone to a particular size, which I'm not really good at yet. Let's see, got a bunch of these slabs. That one's a little bit different, but it's kind of a real colorful material here. So I'll have enough of that on hand. And it's also nice on some of that there too, having the multiples, that if I would ever have an auction to try to get some rid of some of the excess materials, that being able to have a group like that I can maybe take a couple or make a cab out of one of them and sell a couple of them along with the either along with the cab, or be able to show what you can make out of the cab. And I got a few pieces of this as well. I don't know if that's this a variation on like Road Night or something like that. And I got five pieces of that just in my hand, although one of them is kind of an end piece. And that's probably the chunk that the other pieces came from. Nice little water line agate. This might be a couple more pieces of more mystery type of rock too, if I would decide to cut these. Go ahead and set these aside with the rough pile. And the same with this one here. You definitely tell the auctioneer wasn't the most familiar with the lapidary equipment and the rocks and such, and probably 99% of the people that were there probably weren't familiar at all with the lapidary stuff either. Kind of looks like a real dark pet wood here. And that looks like it says Lairday Antique from Arizona. And that, if you can't read that on there, it says Disaster Peak, Jasper. The flies are starting to find me here. Yeah, I'll have to look through some of these smalls. I'll get them wet here real quick for you, in case that helps somebody ID something. Kind of a, probably looks like a little jasper thing. And there's some other pieces. Looks like that's just a little bit of a offcut from the tiger iron. Some people may be interested in this if they are still walking. It's something that I didn't know was in here, but looks like some agates. So that's kind of a cool surprise. Hoping when I get this in and look at the video that I'm not holding them too close, or too many of the shots haven't been out of thing, because like I said, the sun is right behind me, so I can't see the phone screen at all. I can kind of barely make out my fingers. So trying to keep everything in frame and not too close. It'd be one to be tough to decide to send through the rock polisher because of all of the deep pits. All of the agates here don't look like they'd be the same type or same location, I guess. You know, I'm not the most familiar with Lake Superior agates or agates that they find in that area, but that color just isn't one that I recognize from anything that we may have found growing up more in the central part of Minnesota. Well, there may be one like this that might be a fun thing to just try to contour polish it as opposed to sending it through the tumbler. Okay, well, it looks like some kind of fossil type of thing. I don't know if it'd be more like a fern plant type or what. Okay, that's all the slabs from that miscellaneous box. So I'll kind of go through the other slabs that I had actually taken out and washed from the other flats that were slabs only. You can see here a bunch more Turritella slabs. So that's why I'm probably not going to have to worry about being able to slab some of those other chunks for a while. But it might also mean that if I would end up doing some kind of auction, that I'll have some of the Turritella to include. People keep encouraging me to do that along with some kind of my hobby made cabs, but we'll see if that happens. Kind of a really cool piece here. This is the next one, or a couple of them in here. I may wait for the sun to get from hiding behind that little cloud to be able to show them. It's kind of a really cool kind of neon color here. Going to show this. This is kind of one of the nicest pieces in the whole lot. And those are great dendrite patterns, and they're be nice if I could maybe use just use the vibrating flat lap to do a polish just on the or on the faces, kind of, and leave it that one as is. This one here, I think Ma better turn away if she's watching. I don't know if this is similar to that one material that you were asking about and looking for, but if you indulge me here for a second, I'm going to try to do a bit of a backlit shot. I don't know how well that's picking up because of the screen not being able to see, but that's a really pretty piece there. Got a little chunk of bacon here. And this other piece. Got a bunch of pieces of this. I'm assuming that somebody just had cut a bunch of that and just kept on slicing it to see what they get, but I don't know how much these pieces will get used. I can't tell for sure what the material is either, how hard it is. Looks like a piece of slice of Montana agate. A few dendrites along the outsides. I thought that's rather purple. And I'm just drawing a blank on that. It's almost like a unikite type of pattern here. It's almost like granite in the green that I can never remember the name of. Couple pieces of this here. Very yellow. Some kind of you can see really, hopefully I don't get too close, but kind of a really mossy forest in here. and kind of the other almost crazy lace type colors in the rest of it. Some more of this. It's kind of a nice, big, thick chunk of this. Colors probably changed a little bit here on the thing with the sun behind the clouds. So we'll just wait here a minute. There we go. Kind of a cool looking, just nice deep, or not deep red, but a bright red jasper. Couple good size pieces of this here. Getting close here to the end of the slabs. Pardon me, move a little few things out of the way there so I could slide the other flat. These are I'll show you the rest of the kind of the smaller chunks from this other flat. I'm not certain what that material is. The lower part, looks a lot like kind of like a jade, at least to me, but I don't know if that's what it is. Because it was, maybe it's just because it's in a box with a lot of other jade. I don't know the different varieties of jade either. Humidity must be lower today, along with the breeze that's out here. It's drying off these chunks pretty quick. Might be some good-looking stuff to get a few slabs off of and seeing how they turn out. A hunk of jade. After I get these pieces done here, I'll probably have to take a little bit of break and do a little hydrating. I was out in the sun at the auction for a few hours yesterday, so I think I'm feeling it here today. Almost has, to me, almost, if I'd have to describe it, a green watermelon kind of look. Some more jade here. Some nice heel patterns here if they end up being solid enough. Might be nice to kind of cab around. Like as I said in the first video, it might be a little late now, and I should have probably mentioned it at the beginning. If you happen to have an idea on anything, please, if at the end of the video, when you're watching, you put in some kind of timestamp in what you think the material is, I would appreciate it. Obviously, if this ends up being a premiere and we have a live chat going, hopefully people have been putting their guesses into the chat. And let's see if I get anything else worth showing. Man, that may have to put some pictures on Discord for some of my informed friends, but that looks like oop, and it's not even on the a good chunk of some kind of opal. And it wouldn't surprised me there, because I'm going to try to, since I don't know my opals, I'm going to try to do all of these without getting them wet. But these kind of little ones where I was seeing them here were, oops, what I was seeing, and the reason that I bought this flat, which some of the other stuff that's in there I ended up liking too. But they have some little opals in the bottom there. It kind of looks like a bar there right at top, and so I don't know how on some of these I would even go, or I'm supposed to go about polishing them, because I can kind of see a deeper pit in here. So you'd almost be through that whole color bar before you could even get it smooth. Maybe that's why that chunk and some of the others weren't, nothing was ever done with them. There was a second bottom bottle in here too. I don't know how clear these things are. There's still a patch on some of them, so hopefully Karen, Theo, Opal guy, or anybody else that's kind of more familiar with the with opals can venture a guess on what kind of opals these are. And then also that other bigger piece. And our always favorite dyed howlite. Oop. I think it was still in the bag. I believe this is fire agate. I don't know if that's, yeah, I thought I remembered seeing it written somewhere when I looked yesterday. And since I know where this chunk is, there may be a few other rocks that are in amongst the others, but I kind of wish I would have looked up Mexican opal on the web before I got home. After looking at it, because then I might have been able to bid on a couple of the shelves. Then he had the bigger chunks of the fire opal rough in his shed. But as you can see here, the kind of the rhyolite or the host material really doesn't look like much. But then you can see here I kind of looked at this after I got the can home, because I didn't know for sure. I didn't even know for sure what was in that can, because you can kind of see other opal colors in there as well if it's picking up on the screen. But kind of had I known that, I might have been able to get some of the bigger chunks, and maybe they would have had bigger pieces of the little fire opals in them. But, we'll see. This may be the part 2, and I may just do the rest of the jeweler stuff afterwards as a 3, but I'll decide after I take a little break.